Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly forecast for March 13th through the 19th. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to check in here and see what's coming up in the week ahead for the Virgo collective. Virgo, Sun, Virgo, Moon, and Virgo Rising. It is a general reading, therefore, not every single message will resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. And without further ado, my dears and my darlings, we're going to see what is coming up here for the Virgo collective. Move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card, the first message we have coming up here for the collective is the Queen of Cups. This could be a water sign, feminine energy. So this could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancerian. If you have water sign placements, you may be focusing on those houses or areas of your life. This is also because a lot of people watch tarot for love and romance. Queen of Cups oftentimes gets typecast as like wifey energy, like mother of children. And that can be the case for some of you. Maybe you're manifesting a wife or the mother of future children. Maybe you are stepping into wife energy. Maybe you're stepping into or manifesting becoming a wife or becoming a mother. And there can be that aspect of this card as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. In the weekly forecasts, I try to look at the cards outside of love and romance because I do love and romance separate on my channel. And so in the weekly, I try to look at everything else. But there can be a case here of like relationship, spouse kind of thing, manifesting a spouse, manifesting becoming a spouse. That is possible. Queen of Cups is also very soothing, nurturing, intuitive energy. So some of you may be coming across someone who is very soothing, very nurturing, very intuitive. Some of you may be developing those qualities yourself. And the Queen of Cups is a card that comes up for me in my readings when the message here is that emotional self-care is crucial for you right now. Now, Virgo, we just had earlier last week, we had full moon in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo. And full moons can be a time that a lot of really heavy emotions come to the surface. And because it was a moon in your sign, you may have felt it more intensely. Or maybe you didn't feel it so much when it happened, and now it's starting to hit you. Now the feelings, big feelings, are coming to the surface. So the Queen of Cups says it's super, super important that you don't disconnect from your heart, that you don't shut it off, that you don't push it down, but rather that you allow these feelings to come to the surface, let them out of your system, and then give yourself some aftercare, some emotional aftercare. After you let out the big heavy feelings and get them out of your system, do something to soothe and comfort yourself. So maybe cuddle up with a blanket and take a nap. Maybe watch movies that make you laugh or lift your spirits or inspire you or motivate you or make you swoon. Painting, doing something artistic, some kind of crafts, getting lost in your music, a bubble bath, spending time in nature, gardening, anything, you name it, a bowl of soup, a cup of tea, whatever in that moment sounds soothing and comforting to you, make sure that you do something soothing and comforting. Make sure that you comfort yourself. As you do this, you connect more in your heart center, you open up more so to receive, and you begin to attract people in your life who are going to care about your feelings. Maybe you're used to always being the person that's there for other people, and you're thinking, you know what? I love my friends, I love my family, but man, I wish that somebody would be there for me sometimes. And you might be a very strong person. And unfortunately, when we're very strong people, the people in our life get very used to us carrying them. But if we have something happening emotionally, like it freaks them out, it scares them. They don't know how to be there for us, or they don't think to check in on us. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're good. You know, you have something terrible happening in your life. Oh, you're strong. You're going to pull through. Yeah, I know I'm strong. I know I'm going to pull through, but I would still like some comfort. I would still like some compassion. I would still like somebody to hold me or listen to me, right? And so as you're comforting yourself, as you're soothing yourself, you're raising the vibration to call this into your life. People who are going to treat you in this way, or a partner who's going to treat you in this way for some of you. The next card that's coming up here for the Virgo collective is the Page of Wands. This could be a youthful fire sign person, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. If you have a child that is a fire sign, you may be focusing on that child, or you may be doing things in preparation for that child here. If you have fire sign placements, you may be focusing on those houses or areas of your life. Page of Wands also for me can come up like you may be stepping into the Page of Wands energy even if you don't have fire sign placements. And the Page of Wands for me is like the inner teenager, right? We have an inner child, but then we have an inner teenager. So like getting into your feistiness, getting into your ambitions. You might be feeling very young. You might be feeling very youthful. You might be remembering your younger days, and you might be like giving yourself a makeover and really getting out there and getting involved in like the things that you dreamed about, your old ambitions. You may be picking up old interests, old hobbies, and like picking them up again. So there could be like a youthfulness. You might be feeling in your energy, you might be feeling feisty, you might be feeling very inspired. If you are a Virgo that is doing something creative, you may be very much in your heart space and you may be very inspired at this time. So you may be doing a lot of creating. You may be doing a lot of like producing of your craft or of your work. And the Page of Wands could be some kind of a muse. Some of you maybe have found a muse or something that is serving as a muse in your creative process. Now, one more thing and then we'll move on. Some of you could have somebody in your life that is really encouraging you to put yourself out there. And it's really good to have a cheerleader like this. But at the same time, you don't want to abandon your logic, because somebody could be hyping you up and encouraging you, but they're not thinking about cost. They're not thinking about consequence. They're just telling you to jump, and they're not thinking of how high the jump is. It's going to be up to you to make sure that you're paying attention to those details so that you can do these things, but you can do them in a way where you're still responsible and you're setting yourself up to succeed, and you're not going too far. You're not going to a situation to say, oh my gosh, why did I spend so much money? Oh my gosh, why did I take such a huge risk? Or, why did I go so far? And so this is something that you're going to be able to be cautious of. I do feel some of you are going to have to be very cautious about what you're saying or what you're doing online, but more so, you have to be cautious about what you're saying or what you're doing on video. So maybe you're out with your friends and they like to record, they like to take video, they like to take pictures. I feel like you have to be cautious of your conversation, because something might get out there that can be misconstrued, or some people are not going to understand it, and then they're going to think, oh my gosh, like Virgo is so terrible. Like they don't understand the context, or they don't understand where it came from. So I feel like just be cautious, those of you who are going to be in any situation where there's any kind of recording. If you're recording stuff and putting it online yourself, be cautious. Maybe go back and like look at it before you post it, and listen and go, oh, somebody might misunderstand what I'm saying here. So for some reason, I feel like some of you have to be cautious what is being said on video. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Four of Cups. Okay. Now, I'm also getting a very interesting message here, having the Four of Cups come up with the Page of Wands. I feel some of you have been dealing with a person who's been trying to steer you or navigate you. And maybe they've been using their physical appearance, their body, like they're trying to be like all like enticing, all seductive. And I feel like you're tired of it. You're absolutely tired of it. Um, this could be a coworker, like somebody that you're working with or doing business with, and either this person is behaving this way to make you feel like, oh, well, if you're with me, I'm going to get you ahead. I'm going to open doors for you. I'm going to give you opportunities. Or they see you as somebody that can open doors for them. They see you as somebody who can do like give them opportunities. And so they're trying to be all cute and all seductive and stuff because they feel like um if they can seduce you, then they're gonna, be able to benefit, that you're gonna do things for them. I feel like you're smart, like you already know what's going on, but I feel here with the Four of Cups, like you're fed up with it. Like you've had it. You've had it, and you're saying, this is not what I want. This is not the direction I'm going in. Like I'm not interested. I just feel like you're over it. You're over it, and it's getting on your nerves, and you're wanting to move on to something else. Now, regardless of whether or not, because it is a general reading, regardless of whether or not you're dealing with this kind of a person, Four of Cups in general for me in my reading says you're coming into a time that you're raising the bar. Like you're wanting more for your life. You're raising your standard. You're raising your requirement. And you're saying, I'm not going to put up with this things at this level anymore. I deserve more. I want more. I'm not settling for less. So there's a really big energetic shift happening here for some of you in this week. Now, your next card is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords can be conflict. It can be disagreement, it can be conflict. And so there could be a little bit of drama with someone who maybe is pushing you too much or being too opinionated, and you're having to remind them, look, I'm an adult. I make my own decisions. I don't need you to dictate my life for me. I don't need you to tell me every step, like what to do. And so some of you are dealing with a person that you've been working with or dealing with that maybe they don't know their boundaries, and you're having to remind them. Knight of Swords can also be like something speeding up, something happening very quickly. Sometimes I do see this card come up when we're setting our sights on something and we're like, this is what I want, and I'm gonna make it happen. Like we have a laser beam focus. And that could very well be the main energy for the majority of you because of the full moon in Virgo we just had, being in your sign. Some of you might be really, really focused right now on what you want and on making it happen. Some of you may be even willing to like take a really big risk, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to go for it. So I feel there's a sense of determination here in this Knight of Swords. You might want to check out your other placements. Sometimes your other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a playlist in the description of this video, so it'll be easier for you to find the videos more quickly. Love readings for March are also linked in the description. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's links in the description that will take you to the readings, bookings on my page, calendly.com/amethystangelight. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.